Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give it to Williams, running right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 43, 15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check back 40. Check back 40. Hey, Ripley. That's the way.
Now here's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Attack!
They try again with Hyde. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is third and goal. They'll run it with Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Got it. 44's Mike. Check, check. Watch it. Mike spoke forward. Go. Dude. Switch.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here.
Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Buddy up. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey. Here I come. Spine. No. Joker.
On 1st and goal, Dixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check it hungry.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. You gonna take it.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Forced out, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
41 Mike. Right here, 41 Mike. Let's get it.
Mahomes now to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd year with the Ravens for Hurst. He didn't have the rookie season he was hoping for, just 13 catches. Remember, he's older than the average second-year player. He spent 2 seasons as a pitcher in minor league baseball before hanging up the glove and heading to the gridiron. Now he says he's more determined than ever. Put on 20 pounds of muscle in the offseason. Says he's on a mission with a lot to prove this year. On second down, Ingram. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chiefs take over first down.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
Their own 12-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 20-40-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. There's a warning.
Check 41.
Attack, attack.
On first down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Okafor. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards. After the sack on first down, Jackson flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Twist, watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam. Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, D. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yeah. Pass. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is, ready to go. Check Mike 50. All that.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Yellow! I got blue ladies! We got this. Yellow! Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. I got
From the 16, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
I don't need to.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yellow. That's a little lead.
48's the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 23-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we have come to halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Willie Snead all alone. 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score, Chiefs 20, Ravens 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now this time Mahomes will throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. The give running right, it's high. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
59, Mark, 59. Watch the out, watch the out. Look 3. Get him on.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Okay,
Jackson from the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Mahomes going to throw. Down man, it's complete. Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yellow. 15.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
To throw again, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Ravens 20. Justin Tucker sets the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
You. Switch. 66.
On the counter, here's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yellow. On the line.
Hey, let's get in that holes. Hey, 4-1 Mike. Watch the slap.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kenneth Dixon, the running back, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Dixon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Yellow, on the line, right? Attack! 48.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the toss, here's Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You better be afraid.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Brown. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They toss to Ingram. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Mike, 44. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Jackson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give him to Ingram. And he'll go down at the 28. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Ingram again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got it.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Yellow. Arms up, blue, lady. Hey, color.
Big it. Hey, look, 3.
First down, a run with Hyde. Hyde, a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chiefs, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.